What we're going to talk about today is, I just thought of a new analogy to explain why balance training is so important if you're hypermobile. And basically, the analogy is that being hypermobile and training balance is like having ADHD and taking Adderall. So let me explain. Everyone knows, so Adderall is amphetamine. So it increases dopamine is the basic gist of it without getting into all of the chemical reactions. So it's like people who don't have ADHD and take Adderall, they just get high. They get a euphoric type of tweaking type feeling because they already have a normal baseline level of dopamine, and taking Adderall increases it to super physiological levels. So they fucking tweak out and they like go crazy. But when people who have ADHD take Adderall, then their brain actually quiets down. It has a sort of contradictory effect where it's like by taking something that makes normal people like tweak out, they are actually able to like focus. And I think that's what balance training is for individuals with hypermobility, because basically normally the brain has, normal non-hypermobile people have stiff ligaments, and those ligaments are providing natural feedback for the brain's proprioception. So balance training in normal individuals doesn't have like a massive ROI because they're not operating from a place where they have a baseline deficit of proprioception, versus hypermobile individuals such as myself have massive ROI from balance training, proprioception training, because we have a deficit of proprioception in our brains, which is remedied by isolating and training that aspect, which is why just from doing all this shit that normally people on YouTube would shit on, oh, you're doing squats on a Bosu ball, you're doing something on a balance board, you can't load that. Yes, that's bad for strength and hypertrophy, but in terms of proprioception, all of your muscles are co-contracting and stabilizing and firing so much harder, and your brain is working so much harder. So it's just your brain is increasing the resolution of its mental model of the world, or mental model of its own body's position in space, which is why balance training is so powerful for hypermobile individuals. It's balance training for hypermobility is like taking Adderall if you have ADHD, because it's correcting a deficit. And that's why balance training has such a high ROI if you're hypermobile.